Now the proper examination of ear is being started, and the examination of the ear includes inspection of the ear externally, and that will include inspection of pinna, preauricular region, supraauricular region, postauricular region, that is mastoid area, infraauricular region. During the inspection, you will only throw the headlight. The beam of headlight will be thrown on the parts you will be inspecting. You will not describe anything to the examiner. The examiner will himself observe what you are doing. Okay. First throw the light in front of the preauricular region and notice any preauricular deformity like preauricular sinus, preauricular tags, and in some cases the enlarged parotid can also be seen in preauricular region. And after that you will retract the pinna in this position to look the postauricular region, and in the postauricular region you will appreciate the mastoid area, and if there is any bulge over the mastoid area, that means mastoid abscess can also present like a swelling over this region. Postauricular sinus, postauricular lymph node, and then you will observe the infraauricular region like this. Okay, and next you will come on the auricle. The things which you will notice on the auricle will be any congenital deformity of the auricle like bat ears, microtia or absence of the ear, anotia. In microtia you will observe a very deformed and a small ear. There is a congenital deformity. And you can also observe cauliflower ear or boxer's ear, in which new cartilage formation makes the auricle very deformed. After performing inspection, you will perform palpation of the same areas which I described. And during palpation, I'm not using my headlight right now because I can appreciate all these areas without headlight even. And during palpation, you will feel the pinna for any preauricular hematoma, swelling, bulge, scar, ulcer, sinus, or any tenderness. The external temperature over the auricle can be palpated with the back of your hand like this, and you can compare it with the temperature of the adjacent area. And in some cases, like in the auricular abscess or in chondritis, the external temperature can be increased. So the external temperature can be observed while putting your hand in this condition. Okay, and you can also palpate for any tenderness. After that, you will have to use your headlight to look the pinna in detail, the external auditory canal, the tympanic membrane, and if there is any perforation, you will also observe for middle ear cavity. You will have to peep through that perforated eardrum and you will observe the mucosa of middle ear cavity. The mucosa of middle ear cavity could be red, could be velvety, and if there is a discharge in the external auditory canal, you will use this ear probe, and on this ear probe you will apply some cotton, and with the help of this ear probe you will insert this cotton, and first you will make the external auditory canal free of the fluid. This is how you will make your earbud. Mind you that this part of the earbud could be fluffy. It should not be as hard like this. So you will not do it this way. You will keep this area fluffy, and after keeping this area fluffy, in case if there is any discharge in the external auditory canal, with the help of this Jobson's probe, you will clear the external auditory canal, and then you will see the tympanic membrane and middle ear mucosa. Okay. In the beginning, or the first part of the examination of the ear from inside will be without ear speculum. How you will do that? You will put on this headlight focus it properly. Now it is focused, and then the patient will be at your 1 arm's distance, and then you will ask the patient. मैं अब आपके कान के अंदर से थोड़ा सा मुआयना करूँगा, इसमें आपको कोई तकलीफ नहीं होगी, आप रिलैक्स होकर बैठ जाएं बिल्कुल, ठीक है, like this. And then we will throw the light and we will look into the external auditory canal in this way. Now, the structures you will notice in the external auditory canal will be eardrum, will be hair which are normally present in the external auditory canal. You will notice the width of the external auditory canal and the lumen of the external auditory canal. In case if there is any discharge like blood, fungus, wax or pus, you will notice by putting this ear probe, and then you will perform the complete examination of this ear discharge. That examination will include the color of the discharge, whether the discharge is scanty, whether the discharge is stained with blood or not, and whether it is foul smelling or not. Is it mucoid or it is watery, or whatever the character of the discharge you will notice. Okay, and after that, after noticing the ear discharge,